Okay, welcome everyone. I'm Rebecca and thanks for coming to our July monthly meetup for the Flock XR community. This first section is recorded for YouTube and then we stop recording to have a chat at the end. So I'm going to pass you over to Tracy.
Thanks, Rebecca. Right, so for those of you who are new to the community, Flock XR is a free 3D creation tool for young people from around the age of 9 to 14 plus. Flock XR allows young people to create their own interactive 3D projects. We've designed it based on research and our experience working with young people so that it appeals to a wide audience. You can find Flock XR by going to flockxr.com and clicking on Create with Flock XR in the top right-hand corner. So have a go, it's lots of fun. If you want to get access to the development version, you can get in touch with us through the website. So each month, something I like to do is choose two of my favourite projects. So this month, I've chosen two very different projects that both push Flock XR a little bit further. So this month, we had two A-level student interns working on Flock XR. They were looking at more advanced uses of Flock XR. They created a project that generates a maze using Prim's algorithm. Then it spawns a target at a random location and uses search algorithms to find a path to the target. Rebecca, I think you might need to click play on that one. They also created a pathfinding project using Dijkstra's algorithm. And if you want to check those out, they're all there in a GitHub repository, and they created a little website and an explanation for teachers of what those resources do. The other project is Rebecca's Open World. So she's been posting regular updates on LinkedIn, and I've really enjoyed following along. The island has 4 areas representing the 4 seasons, and it's full of intriguing features. There's lots of things where I'm wondering where might that be going. So Rebecca's teased that it's going to develop into a quest game, starting from the centre of the world. It really is amazing to see what you can make with the code blocks and 3D models in Flock. It's just lovely to look at both those different projects there. So the next thing that I like to do is a bit of a spotlight on what we've been working on in the background, what we've been developing. So as part of our NLNet grant, we're fortunate enough to work with the Inclusive Digital Design and Engineering Research Group at Han University in the Netherlands. And they've given us a detailed report of recommendations to improve accessibility in Flock XR. So as part of the current funding, we've added ARIA roles and labels for screen readers. And you can use the tab key to navigate around the Flock user interface. And we also added focus highlights so you can tell where the keyboard navigation is. And there's lots more work to do in the future, but our NLNet funding has given us a solid start. We've also improved the responsive layout. So we've got a resizer, so you can give more space to the canvas or the code. And this can be controlled with the keyboard as well, using the left and right arrow keys on the keyboard. And also this month, the UK Games Fund funding allowed us to fix some of the bugs that were identified during the pilot, including making the camera direction and sideways movement more logical. Hands up to this one, it's completely down to my terrible spatial awareness, which translates into 3D, but that's much improved now. We also improved the concurrent programming model to use modern JavaScript features, and the updated version was tested during the creation of the projects that I highlighted in the previous slide. And now I'm going to hand over to Liz.
Cheers, Tracy. Okay, so let's start with a sneak peek from behind the scenes. So this month we have developed the mechanisms for adding language translations and a choice of themes to Flock XR. So if you're using the development version that Tracy talked about, you'll be able to select between English, Spanish and French languages and light or dark mode. So neither the translations nor the color modes are 100% usable yet, but we're excited because those new capabilities are there and we're looking forward to implementing them fully in the future. We also wanted to do a big shout out here to Danny Watson, who's supported us with all our theme work today and our future theme work too. Okay, and some new features that you'll see in the development version again. So some 3D models. So we've added some more to our collection. We've got our rhinoceros. So this is our first animal model in Flock XR, apart from the flock birds, technically. And you'll also see that there's a new character as well. We've got some new animations, so it includes Wobble, which is the one being shown in the slide at the moment, and a clapping animation too, so feel free to go and try those out. And there's some new scenery, so shown here we've got a wooden jetty, a humpback bridge and some flowers too. Okay, what we're working on. So this is what's coming up in August. So as part of the NLNet grant, we're going to get our resources ready because we're doing a play testing session at the University Technical College in Salford when the term starts again. So we'll be busy getting ready for that. And from our UK Games Fund, we've been working to attach items to characters. So you'll see from the image that's shown there, we've got an attach block with the ability to either hold the items in a hand or to place them on a head. We've still got a way to go in terms of getting the positioning right and the direction and everything. But once we've done that, we'll be able to create a bank of items that can be attached to various bones across the different characters. So it's really exciting. So 2 very different projects that we're working on in August. And I'm going to hand over to Rebecca now, and she'll tell you where we've been since the last meetup.
Amazing, thank you. Yeah, that development version of Flock XR is really, really exciting to have a look at, because like every day, in fact, probably every hour, it updates. So it's a really good one to look at and get excited about what is coming. But obviously the original version will stay there until it is fully tested and robust for us to use more widely. It's a development version. Yeah, so this summer, our summer tour has finished, but it was really, really great to do. We had an amazing time talking to loads of educators about Flock XR, and we have had a lot of interest in our free taster pack that's available on our website, which is really, really encouraging for us. And on that note, I just wanted to remind everyone that Flock XR does have a structured unit of work available to buy from our website, which guides you every step of the way through a series of awesome projects, and they have been tried and tested in schools in Dudley. So do please get that if you're able to, because you will be having a great 6 lessons with your young people, but also you'll be supporting future development of Flock, the Flock tool as well. So you can purchase it directly through our website, or if you're outside of the UK, it is available globally from the Teachers Pay Teachers website for you to download as well. So with that, I'm going to pass over to Alan Tsui, who's a primary subject specialist in computing. He's going to talk about his use of Flock XR in his primary school. So over to you, Alan. Thank you for coming as our guest.
Hello. Well, firstly, thank you to you, Rebecca and Tracy, for inviting me. And thank you for checking out this video. I'm Alan. As Rebecca said, I've been the subject specialist in computing at a primary school in East London since September 2020. I was so impressed with Flock XR that when I first saw and had a go at using the platform at one of the conference events that Rebecca was just talking about, it was the Computing at School in King's College London Regional Community Conference, I did exactly as the conference organisers intended and introduced Flock XR to all of my Key Stage 2 classes I was teaching the following day. To say that the children were wild with excitement is an understatement, as every class was so focused and concentrated with creating their terrains and animating their characters within minutes of opening the Flock XR website. The most exciting aspect from a teaching point of view is how Flock XR is a natural extension from the block-based programming that many of us will have been teaching in school. What's unique, though, is the fact that rather than simply working across a horizon, as the world's most popular block coding website restricts their projects to, albeit with a little bit of perspective, the terrain effect in Flock XR can be easily created within a couple of blocks. There would also need to be painstaking detail required to animate a 2D sprite in the same way, where Flock XR is able to do so within a couple of blocks. The fact that we can easily show different views of the terrain, as Tracy was describing, and the characters without the need for really powerful processing hardware is perhaps the most game-changing feature of the platform. But Flock XR goes beyond being able to emulate game designs and landscapes that the children and students that we're working with are already familiar with. With the ability to easily animate the characters into different poses and movement, as you've seen, I'll be working with my colleague responsible for teaching PE to devise some dance games that the children can follow. The ability to blend 4 different terrains together creates opportunities to build multi-level interactive quizzes to enable players to consolidate their learning in a low-stakes, play-based approach. Although Flock XR was originally aimed at Key Stage 3, for many children in Key Stage 2, so age from 8 to 11, who are already more than familiar with block-based programming methods, being able to access the features that Flock XR provides them with are new and fresh learning challenges. And for those who struggle to access the curriculum, Flock XR has this beautiful output pane that makes any creation look visually stunning. And all from the technological comfort of browsers that run on existing devices. Flock XR really is the platform to incorporate into computing curricula in every school.
That's amazing. I think you're going to make us cry, Alan.
Hopefully you would have seen the hit rates on your website go up, sort of spike up since the 24th of June.
Yeah, they absolutely.
Yeah, it is, and it's just fantastic. As I commented on the LinkedIn post, it's lovely both to kind of see the numbers and go up, but also the individual comments that you gave us as well. That's, you know, that's what it's all about. That's why we're doing this. And particularly you pointed out there that it isn't just for the most able of students. That was really important to us, that all students should be able to access this. And it sometimes changes your ideas on who might be the most able. So actually, some students have real strengths when you put them in front of this tool.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. That was really, really helpful. And I hope that the people watching us now on YouTube are going to get some inspiration for that, and hopefully they'll start using Flock XR themselves. So that is everything from the recorded part. So that concludes that part. And if you're watching our catch up on YouTube, then why not sign up to our live session in August, where you can join us for the non-recorded Q&A section and talk to other educators in the Flock XR community. And we will add the sign up link for that in the description below. So thank you for watching.